So this is my current setup. Right now I currently use 2 monitors. Now in the past I've tried out 3, but I found 2 is the sweet spot. I find with working, mainly the editing I do, I need at least 2. Now 2 monitors is nice, but what if 1 monitor could replace both of them? INNOCN is sponsoring this video and they sent me out their new 34-inch OLED ultra wide monitor. Let's get this thing unboxed and see how ultra it is. So in the box, of course, you get the monitor itself, the stand. It seems pretty hefty and it has some built-in features. Then you get a bunch of cords, including an HDMI, DisplayPort, and a Type-C cable, then the power cord. There's also some screws included if you want to wall mount this monitor. And lastly, you get the paperwork, including a quick start guide. Assembling it is pretty easy. It's all toolless. You just take this black shaft and the base and then put them together. And there's a little screw on the bottom that you can just hand tighten. Then from there, you just grab the monitor and drop it into place. This thing is awesome. I just look huge in it. I just see my reflection. Oh, this is so cool. Alrighty, let's get this thing on my desk. Okay, I got it all set up. Let's see how this thing looks. Oh my goodness, look at that Windows screen. Look at that wallpaper. Oh my goodness, this thing looks clean. I've heard of OLED being like, you know, super sick and the blacks look black and the colors look amazing. They're not wrong. The black on this wallpaper is literally the blackest I've ever seen it. You've probably noticed this thing kind of has some thick bezels. And this thing right here is actually a built-in sound bar. And then around the edges, the other bezels, they aren't too thick. They're not that noticeable. But this bottom chunk here, it is a built-in sound bar, which is why it looks a little chunky down there. Anyways, I'm going to play some games on this thing. I'm going to edit some videos on this thing. Then I'll come back to you and share my thoughts on it. The exact model of this monitor is the INNOCN 34Q1R. It's 34 inches, rocking 175 Hz refresh rate with a sweet OLED display, and it has a curvature of 1800R. As I said, the stand has some built-in features. All the way at the base, you have a 15-watt wireless charging pad. Then around the back at the bottom, you have a cable hook to help keep them all together once they're plugged in. Then at the top, you get this cool little pull down headset holder. And then around the back, you get 2 little RGB lighting accents on the back of the monitor. And for the ports, you have the power 3.5mm audio jack, Type-C port, which provides 65 watts of charging. Then you have a DisplayPort 1.4 port and 2 HDMI 2.0 ports. The Type-C and DisplayPort are capable of the 175 Hz refresh rate, and the HDMI caps out at 100 Hz. Then you get some USB 3.0 ports, 1 USB Type-B, and 2 USB Type-A. Overall, this stand is pretty nice, build quality feels great, and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room, provides height adjustability, tilting, and side-to-side swivel. Okay, so I've been working on this video all day. It's about 2 p.m. right now. Just sitting down having a little bowl of watermelon. I'm gonna watch some YouTube for the very first time on this thing. And just looking at it like, oh my dude, the white just looks so good. Like, just looking at Google right here looks amazing. Got him. Yes, sir. But at least I got someone. Okay, I've been using this monitor for a few days, and I just want to say it is very nice. I have like nothing bad to say about it. Other than when I first set it up, I accidentally selected a different language. Just took a little bit to navigate through the menu system, but I was able to change it. Now at first it took some time to adjust to the different aspect ratio. It almost felt like a stretched res experience, and it kinda is. I mean, it's basically the same as a normal 16:9 monitor, except it's 21:9. The resolution is 3440 by 1440p, with it being an OLED screen with an awesome awesome color range. It is so fun playing games on this thing. Now it's not a crazy curve, but it still provides a nice experience for you to get immersed in. And once you want to switch to work, this thing is sweet. I love the fact that I can have more on my timeline without having to zoom in and out. Like I said in the beginning of the video, I do like having two monitors, especially for multitasking, and I still find myself wanting a secondary screen. Now, of course, I can make my windows smaller and split the screen up, but I don't know. I really love seeing one window full size on this beautiful display. I'm pretty happy with my monitor. I've looked at OLEDs in the past, but the price always steered me away. But this INNOCN one is coming in at $799, and for that, you get an OLED ultra wide with a high refresh rate. Once again, thank you to INNOCN for sponsoring this video. If you're interested in this monitor, I will have a link for it down below. If you enjoyed the video, go and smash that like button, subscribe if you loved it, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.